Welcome back to Dumb Stuff Deniers Say. Today's episode, the DOE's shiny new critical review of greenhouse gas impacts, or as we like to call it, Big Oil's coloring book. First thing you notice? This report loves uncertainty, obsesses over it. Various flavors of the word uncertain appear 58 times in the document. If actual climate science says there's 99% confidence humans are driving the warming, these guys treat the remaining 1% like it's the plot twist in a Michael Bay movie. It's the same playbook Big Tobacco ran. Sure, smoking causes cancer, but we don't know every cellular mechanism. So hey, smoke 'em if you got 'em. And the semantics. Oh, the semantics. Instead of addressing anthropogenic global warming, they reframe, reword, and respin until the question isn't even the question anymore. It's like being asked, "Do you believe in gravity?" and replying, "Well, depends on how you define falling." And let's talk about who's in the cast. John Christie, the guy behind the infamous Christie chart, a canard debunked so often it's basically a climate science drinking game. Judith Curry, queen of the uncertainty monster soundbite. The entirety of her repertoire at this point is sneering, scoffing, and rolling her eyes, and asking people to buy her book. Stephen Koonin, Mr. The Science Isn't Settled, just buy my book. Ross McKittrick, co-star of the hockey stick attack campaign that he lost. Roy Spencer, wrong about satellite data so many times NASA practically stamped "do not quote" on him. This isn't a balanced panel. These aren't credible scientists. It's a denier lineup after a local precinct runs a sweep. And presiding over the whole thing? Chris Wright, the head of the now compromised Department of Energy. A man whose LinkedIn page reads like an oil industry, LinkedIn page. Fracking, drilling, lobbying, and now signing off on a critical review that reads like it was ghostwritten in Exxon's PR office. Does this report disprove global warming through human activity? Nope, of course not. Does this report even seriously attempt to disprove global warming through human activity? Nope, of course not. Instead, they just provide the Denioverse a buffet of soundbites with "models vary and uncertainties remain," as if not knowing every decimal to the 10th place means we know nothing at all. Let's be blunt. This isn't a science review. It's mealy-mouthed narrative warfare of the slimiest sort. Over-index on uncertainty. Blur the definitions. Stack the roster with longtime deniers. Regurgitate the same debunked shenanigans from said longtime deniers. Get the oil-soaked DOE boss to rubber stamp it. And now it's ready to be cited for the next decade by trolls who never read it. Bottom line, the DOE's critical review isn't a breakthrough. It's not science. It's a terrifying demonstration of corruption. Sure, it sounds science-y, but they hope you don't actually read it. It's not supposed to be read. It's supposed to keep the public doubting the science just long enough to keep the oil wells pumping. Because you know Chris Wright isn't banking on his DOE salary. That's it for today's episode of Dumb Stuff Deniers Say. Like, subscribe, and remember, when a critical review spends more time on the 1% that isn't certain than the 99% that is, it's not science. It's marketing. See you next time.